Hey, I'm back. Ooh, I have missed you guys so much. And you know how I noticed that I needed to start yapping on YouTube again is when I was filming for TikTok yesterday and all of my videos were over like 2 to 3 minutes long for one product. And on TikTok, they really like you to keep it at like 60 seconds, 90 seconds. And I was like, I'm clearly in the mood to be yapping. So here I am. You probably have been wondering where I am. I'm gonna explain everything. And then we're also gonna do my current skincare and like everyday makeup routine. This camera for some reason just does not focus very well, so I'm sorry about that. But yeah, if you're new here, that's weird because I haven't posted in a while, but if you are new here, what is up? My name is Rudy, and we'll talk about what this channel is in just a moment, but I'd love to have you subscribe if you want, but you're probably not new here, and for that I say I freaking love you, and let's get into it. Recently, my last video that I shared with you guys was a vlog where I was in Seoul, South Korea, and I have been so busy since then that I truly have not been able to film for YouTube, / also it has just not been my priority. So I will explain a little bit more about that after I wash my face. So I'm starting with the Prequel cleanser. This is the cleanser. This is a huge cleanser. It's 13 ounces and it's a 50% glycerin cleanser. So if you have ever tried the Experiment Super Saturated Serum, that one's also super high in glycerin, and it basically makes like, well, it's not working now, but it basically makes like a really cool consistency product that's like kind of slimy. I don't know, but I really like this cleanser and it's been great to me in the summer. I've also been using the Cetaphil cleanser because I got a facial recently and I got a bunch of extractions on my cheek and I just needed something super gentle. I also had a rash, who would have thought? And I got like my eczema starting to come back in my pits. So yeah, that's part of the reason why I've been gone, is because I've had a lot of stuff happen to me physically in the past couple months. So let me break that down for you. So first, I was in Seoul for work. So I mentioned to you guys in previous videos that I am now working for Beaubble, which you don't know, Beaubble is a beauty company. I have 2 products with them. Let me wash this off and then I'll show you. As I was saying, I have 2 products with them, soon to be 3, hint, hint. We'll talk about that another time. My Berry Freckled Pen, which you may have seen, and then the Chocolate Dripped Tubing Mascara, which we'll use both of these today. And I'm not gonna explain this too much because I have talked about this more in depth in another video, but basically I decided to work for them as their US marketing manager and content manager because of multiple reasons. But a lot of the reason being, like, I don't see myself being a influencer for my entire life. Also, I'm going in with the Prequel Universal Skin Solution Dermal Spray. This is basically a hypochlorous acid spray, but it also has like electrolyzed water, soothing mineral concentrate. It just helps my skin when it's irritated, which in the summer is almost all the time. I'm 31 and I just don't see myself being an influencer for my whole life. I want to have a family one day with my husband, and I just am so interested in the brand side of things in the beauty industry that I know that's something that I wanted to do. So this opportunity came up with Beaubble a little bit earlier than I was ready for, but it was an opportunity that I didn't want to pass up. So at the time I was working part-time with them and I was still able to post somewhat on my normal schedule on YouTube. And then we had a bunch of changes with our company, not only like working with a huge K-pop star that kind of came out of nowhere, and then also I had a few people that worked for me that left and I had to rehire someone. So for the past month, I have been basically working as the marketing team for Beaubble US by myself. So that is a huge portion of why I have not had time to film, because I've been doing everything for them by myself while I was looking to hire someone. So I was doing the work, interviewing people, and now I've hired someone and I'm onboarding them. So it's like, it's become like a full-time job for me, and I have not had the time to film, nor have I had the time to try new products, like experiment with new stuff. Like, I have been using pretty much the same things for the past 2 months because I haven't had time to try new things. So speaking of, again, this routine is what I've been doing since I got back from Seoul, basically. Next, I'm gonna go in with Monday Born's Source Essence. I've talked about this so many times. This is actually a Beaubble brand. It's a 79% Centella Asiatica hydrating serum. This is my favorite, or essence. This is my favorite essence. I like it more than the Road Milk. I like it more than any milk that exists, including regular cow's milk. But this is a really, really nice lightweight hydrating essence that can help soothe the skin, and this is one of the things that saved me when I was using tretinoin and my skin was so dry and irritated all the time. Hydrating essence from Monday Born. So that is part of it. The time, didn't have any. The other part of it is that my body completely broke down over the past 2 months and is still in that process. So I got back from Seoul. I was feeling good. 2 weeks after I got back, not even, I got an insane summer cold that lasted for almost 3 weeks. That was absolutely debilitating. Like, I basically missed all of the Pride stuff that I wanted to do. I was planning to go home to see my mom and go to Indie Pride to see my favorite band, The Beaches. Like, there were so many things that I wanted to do that I had to completely skip out on because I was so sick. I was not posting. I was working behind the scenes for people, but I myself was not working on my page because I was too sick. I was too sick to wear makeup. Like, it just really sucked. Next, I'm using the Ulta MD UV Clear. This is the tinted. I don't know why it's called UV Clear. So this is SPF 46. This is a hybrid sunscreen, and this is what I've been using all summer. It's super lightweight, and it is just great for if you have oily skin. And part of the reason why I got a facial recently is because I had a lot of milia buildup on my cheeks, and my dermatologist told me that everything I was using was just a little bit too heavy for the summer. So I'm just trying to knock down my skincare steps and make sure everything is lightweight, oil-free. Obviously good for sensitive skin, but really good for summer. And this sunscreen just feels like a drink of water on the skin. It leaves your skin glowy but not greasy, and I love it. I love the tinted version especially. So anyways, I finally got over my cold, or whatever it was. It wasn't COVID, but it was something horrible. And it was my birthday, and Reed and I had planned to go to Bonaroo for my birthday. I had VIP tickets. Reed got me them for my birthday months ago, and I was so excited. Specifically, we were going Saturday and Sunday to see Ethel Cain, Chapel Roan, Renee Rapp, like so many people that I was so excited to see. The Beaches, again, still haven't seen them. They're my favorite band. And I woke up the day of Bonaroo, the Saturday, and I started throwing up. And I was like, oh, what the fuck? Like, that was weird. I threw up once, and I was like, that is so weird, but I think I'm okay. Like, I'm going to get going for the day and start to get ready for Bonaroo. Mind you, it was like 96 degrees out that day. And Glossier's Orbital, Full Orbital eye cream. This is my current favorite daytime eye cream. It's so hydrating, lightweight. Again, that's like the vibe I'm going for, just really lightweight and glowy. I just rubbed that all over my phone case. Love that. So I was like, that was weird. Started getting ready, threw up again. And then I was like, I don't think I should go. Like, this is insane. And it's a good thing I didn't, because I had the full-on stomach flu. I got the stomach flu the day of Bonaroo, the day that I had been looking forward to because I had been sick all month, and I finally felt good enough to do something, and I got the 48-hour stomach bug. I was throwing up. I literally pooped my pants. I peed myself because I was throwing up so hard. Like, I was so sick and so sad. Reed ended up going with our friend because I was like, please, I do not want to waste these tickets. Like, I will be okay by myself. Please go and do not waste our money. So he went the first day with his best friend Dylan. I'm using this lip essence just as we like get into our next couple steps. This is from Korea. It's from Torridon, and it is the Solid In Lip Essence. It's okay. I don't love it. It's a little thin for me, but it's nice to use like while you're getting ready because you can just wipe it off without it like really lingering. And it has a really nice shine to it, so it could be like a good lip topper if you want. I was devastated. I literally had a full-blown like breakdown and cried for hours. This situation then led me to increase my Lexapro dose, which if you don't know, I am on Lexapro for my OCD. And basically, because I had been so sad for the month of June because I had been so sick, it just really sent me down like a really depressive spiral. So I ended up increasing my Lexapro, which has been a huge help, and why I'm seemingly in such a better mood and why I'm able to film now is because I've got my meds kind of figured out. But at the time, I was absolutely devastated. I didn't go the next day, and seeing like people posting and being like only an hour away from the festival and not being able to be there because I was sick, it sucked. And it was another thing that made me feel like my body is always breaking down on me. And that's part of the reason why I started this channel, was because like I had this horrible acne, I had this horrible eczema, I had things happen to me that were not bad enough that I couldn't live my life, but bad enough that they were causing me a lot of emotional distress. And so June really brought up a lot of that feeling of like past feeling emotional distress about my body. So I was depressed, I was not feeling well physically, again, was not able to film. So then July started, I hired someone, like what is it, July 15th right now. I hired someone at the beginning of July. We've been onboarding, I've been feeling a lot better, but I am also still getting over some of these things. So I am onboarding someone, which takes a lot of time, and it's someone I really care about and I think she's amazing. So I really want to put the work in to teach her and help grow Beaubble into something really big. While that's happening, I get a flare in my eczema. So my eczema is flaring again in my armpits. I had a full chest rash last week, and just generally like my skin started to freak out. And then, I mean, not to TMI, you guys, but we know what TMI, we're TMIers here. The reason why I'm not doing anything also is because I'm trying to let my skincare sit before I start my brows. But I think I'm gonna start them. I'm using the Rare Beauty eyebrow gel. This is the laminating eyebrow gel. It's the best. I told my TikTok page that the new Maybelline one is a dupe for this, and it is, but I still prefer this. I don't know, I just always go back to it. But you really wanna make sure when you're using a gel like this that you put it on completely dry skin, because if you just did your skincare, there's a good chance that it's going to leave little white residue on your eyebrows, which is what everyone hates. So I like to let my skincare set in for a bit before I use this. So TMI, as I said, after I got the stomach flu, I have not had a regular poop since then. Every single poop that I've had since I got the stomach flu in June has been like diarrhea. And that really takes a toll on a person. I have IBS. I work with a dietitian to help my IBS. I mean, just look at the difference. Like, this stuff is so good. Also, I did lighten my brows a little bit. If they look red on camera, it's because I lightened them a bit last time I went into the salon. My stomach is in disarray. I have had diarrhea 3 times today, and it's 10:12 a.m. It's just really, it's a mental battle for me as much as it is a physical battle with my gut. And I am just in a bad way mentally about my body because it has really done me dirty this summer, even though all I do is try to take care of it. So that also affects like how your physical body reacts, how you treat yourself mentally. So, you know, therapy, all that jazz. It's just been a really hard summer on the old body for Miss Rudy. So we're kind of caught up at this point. I am feeling better about the job, most certainly, because I have now onboarded someone who is really interested in the work and wants to learn and is really like malleable, someone who's willing to listen to me and cares about the job, which is what I wanted. Someone who like really has that passion for the beauty industry. And that will give me more time to spend with you guys and to spend on my channel. So I don't think I'll ever stop fully posting, whether that's on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever it is. Like, I love being online and I love talking to people and interacting with people and sharing tips, tricks, and my favorite things. So I don't think that will ever stop. And I think my goal is to really turn my pages into like behind the scenes of being in the beauty industry. Like, think Mariana Hewitt or Carrie Barber from Make Beauty. Mariana Hewitt is the founder of Summer Fridays. Carrie Barber is the founder of Make Beauty. Susan Yara, who does Naturium. I don't know, I want to have impact in the beauty industry in a bigger way than just talking about other brands' products. Not that I don't love to do that, because I do. But I've noticed myself being more interested in finding stuff that's really good and special and creating things that are really good and special, rather than trying every single new launch that comes out and sharing with you guys about it. Because makeup is good at this point. Like, most makeup that comes out is good. But do you need it? Is there something special about it? Is this for a specific person? Like, that's what I want to dive into and continue to create products on my own, which I'm doing with Beaubble. Next, I'm going to use the Say Glow Super Gel. This is the new shade in Rose Glow. This one is really interesting. I just filmed a TikTok about it. This one is way thinner than the other ones that I have, and it might be because it's new. And it is this like rosy gold shade that is like a little bit less, very much less pigmented. I'll try and give you a little bit of like a swatch, but like much thinner and less pigmented, but still has that glow. It's just, I would say, like, because it's closer to a skin tone shade with that pinky undertone, it gives you a really nice glow to the skin, but to me, it's almost like a sheer primer to just give you a bit of hydration and plumpness back to the skin. But I still prefer the other two shades. Like, I still really like Star Glow and Sun Glow for their different purposes. But if you're looking for something that's like not quite as intimidating and not quite as glowy, this is a good one. Like, it still obviously is giving you that glow, but it doesn't have so much of like the brightness and the shimmer that the other two does. I like to keep this one with my skincare because it's like a nice on top step to be like, okay, adding a little extra glow in before we try and add some concealer and stuff like that. So that's kind of my spiel to ya. I'm still wanting to post on YouTube, but again, feeling really dedicated to some other avenues right now. And I still have a lot of makeup that I want to talk about. My empties right now are insane. Like, I have so many empties to go through. I still would like to be able to do favorites and flops and things like that, but I'm really just focused on this business right now, and I feel like you guys get it. I know you miss me a lot, which is another thing I had to overcome. I'm using, you guys are gonna die, this is the Tarte Hydro Sealer. I found two in the back of my drawer when I was decluttering, which that's another thing. Like, I decluttered a ton of makeup, and I'm like, I know you guys want to know what I decluttered, and maybe I'll do a video on it, but I was like, I just had to get rid of some stuff. Sorry about hair. I just felt like I had to get rid of some stuff. Like, it was just overwhelming the amount of stuff I wasn't using in my collection. So then I found some old Hydro Sealers, which, if you don't know, this was and is my favorite concealer that's ever existed. It is by Tarte, and it's this super watery but like hydrating but not oily, sort of like a gel feeling concealer. And they discontinued it, I think last year or maybe 2 years ago, and it's just so good. I've also never found a shade match quite as good as this one. Like, look at that. You can see the difference, but it doesn't look like anything happened to me. And this is, there's no point in me even telling you my shade, but 25S Light Medium Sand, because you can't buy it anymore. And I found two. So I was like, I can use this one, and if I use it up, I use it up. Like, there's a reason why I kept these, and it's because I wanted to use them. So I just pulled them out. But I have been doing my makeup in my bathroom. Like, you're probably wondering, why is this all down here? Usually I'm doing my makeup upstairs. I have been doing my makeup in my bathroom because I don't have time to go upstairs and do the whole thing. Like, I feel like I did when I worked in an office. Like, I don't have time for the whole kit and caboodle. And that was part of the stuff I talked about in my channel. Like, when I first started, I had a full-time job, and I've, you know, like, I have not been an influencer for that long. I'm 31. Like, I know what it's like to work in an office. And obviously now working from home, like, I put my makeup on and I go. Like, I don't have time to do what I used to do. And I will make time to do that in the future for videos and stuff like that. But right now, this is what I'm doing pretty much every day. And honestly, usually I'm doing less than this, but I have some time this morning before my first call. So I thought, let's just go through all the stuff that I would do if I had the time. And it's still not like the full routine going upstairs. However, I'm really trying to pick products that are specifically good to be applied like one after the next, that just mesh well together. And I've tried a bunch of concealers down here. Like, I tried the Maybelline Age Rewind, and I tried a couple other, and nothing was as good as my Hydro Sealer. Like, it just blends so beautifully. It makes you look ethereal, and it still has enough coverage. Like, I just, I wish they would bring it back so badly. I'm also using this tiny little brush from Nude Sticks. It's the Blend and Buff brush. So you can use this side for concealer if you want to get nitty gritty, or if you have like a pimple. And then I literally use this other end for almost everything, but especially for coverage, which again, just concealer. I've not been applying any bronzer really, and I cannot figure out the right blush for this type of look where there's not a lot going on. I am playing with 3 different blushes right now. One is the Hourglass Unreal Liquid Blush. This is really thin, but this color is so pretty. This is in Vision, but it's sort of a chore to put on because it's liquid. This is not out from Nude Sticks yet. and I probably should not even be showing you it, but they're making these like stackable matte blushes, and I've been playing with these, and I might try these today. They're fine. I've been using this shade Sunkissed as my bronzer and my blush because it's kind of a both-y type of thing. But today I brought down this one from Persona Cosmetics. This could be a fun series, like finding the perfect blush for when you have on almost no makeup. And this is in the shade Caramel, and this is one of their new shades, and it's just like a mauve-y pink. I've also been playing with the Road blushes down here, but I kind of think they're too pigmented. So let's start with the little Nude Sticks matte one. Again, I'm probably gonna get in trouble for posting this. And I'm using this angled brush from M Cosmetics. This came with their new powder blushes, but it's a nice angled brush just to get some product on, and it's small, which is why I have it down here really. But I'm just gonna apply this on the end of the cheeks and then a little bit on the forehead and under the chin just to add a little bit of bronzer, but this is more than I would normally do when it comes to like a bronzer. I also think applying less makeup helps with my summer acne and just having like mostly skincare on and allowing that to be the focus. I also have cheeks that have like natural redness, so I don't know. I'm still trying to figure out the right blush. But let's try some of the Persona. I'm going to use this brush again. I just like clean it off after every use basically. And what I'm gonna do with this is put it on the back of my hand. These are super pigmented, so you really don't need a lot to pick up product. I'm just gonna dab into this, dab. And as Katie Jane Hughes says, prime your brush. If you really get the product in there and prime your brush, you basically don't have to blend. Like when you put the product down, it will be blended because the brush is completely saturated, and it's so much easier to do your makeup this way. You do end up using more product because the brush has sort of sucked up some of it, but the blending is so seamless. It's just so nice. I love this trick from her, and I prefer to always have my brushes sort of covered in product now rather than swiping on the face and trying to blend. Because look, it's like perfectly blended already, and you could add a little bit more. I mean, I should probably, because this is a very neutral mauve shade, so you really can't overdo it too much. This would be pretty on the lips too, but I think my lips are a little bit darker than this shade naturally. But that's pretty. I like that. And you really don't need a highlighter because these are cream and they apply so well. Pretty. Okay, that might be the one I keep down here. I've also been doing the boyfriend blush trend where you really drag it down the face. Kind of like old, like really old, like Greek goddess paintings. You can see it's really far down because I have redness right here and right here on my cheeks. So why try and cover it when you can just over blush? That's cute. I like this combo a lot, especially with the glowy super gel. And like, yeah, my skin is slightly tacky, but it's really not a lot. Like again, because it's not a super oily finish to any of these products, it looks really glowy, but it doesn't feel like oily. Okay, let's go in with my two products and I can tell you a little bit more about what I'm doing at Beaubble. So starting with my Berry Freckled pen, this packaging is going away. I know, you're probably like, what? Also recently I have been just doing like a few on the nose. Like I change up how I wear my freckles all the time, but right now I think it's really cute just to have like a few popped on the nose and like right across the bridge where they look obviously fake, but like I don't really care. I think it looks really cute. So we are updating the packaging for Miss BFP. She's gonna match her sister. I always say like just a few across the nose and then I go crazy. Like I always do this. But then it's like, okay, well it looks uneven, so I need to fix it over here. So cute, I love it. So basically we created Berry Freckled pen, and because it was like a very low MOQ, meaning like we didn't order a ton of them because I'm a small influencer, this was the packaging that we went with. It's black and it has my name and little freckles all over it, like strawberry seeds. And then we came out with my chocolate dripped tubing mascara. This has also had a little bit of an update. And we realized like together they look okay, but like we should match them. So the new pen is going to be this red color, and we will have the silver writing on the pen as well, so they look like an actual duo, which is so exciting. We also have gotten a bunch of complaints that the caps on the pens aren't like sitting properly, which I haven't had that experience with mine, but we've gotten enough complaints that we actually updated the cap so that it is a little bit tighter and it doesn't pop off so easily. So that will be coming out on July 23rd. So keep your eye out for that. And then we also recently updated Miss Chocolate Drips. She has the same packaging that she has had, which is this silver and brown, and like she looks like a dripped chocolate strawberry, but we actually updated the formula. So I think this is an old formula one, but the complaint, I don't want to say complaint, this is just feedback from people. The feedback that we were getting was like, they love the color, they love the tubing, they love the wand, but that the formula, because it was thicker, was gooping up quickly on them. And so we just slightly thinned out the formula and made it a little bit waterier to get a fluttery look for longer. So now it's like, again, similar formula, just a little bit thinner to help address and combat some of the chunkiness that people were getting. Again, I've always loved it the way it is, but I also love the new one. And that's one of the reasons why I love working with Beaubble, because one, we created these products together. So like the first version was a version that you guys picked. And if people want to change it, we'll change it. We can change the packaging whenever we want. We can change the formulas whenever we want. We have complete control over these products, and I don't have to ask anyone for approval. I can just change them when I want based on what you guys think, which is awesome. And I hope that you guys see that as me willing and able to do things for you, rather than like, oh, she like thinks her product is bad. Absolutely not. I love my products so much, but I'm willing to update them if that's what you guys want. Like, I didn't just make these for me, I made them for you. I made them for us. Sorry, I have one eyelash that is literally growing in the wrong direction. I'm trying to fix it. So yeah, I just apply a very light layer to the top lashes with this look, because you can definitely build this mascara to be really glam if you want, but I think that just a light layer is super pretty and fluttery and just looks so nice. And the brown is so pretty and natural, and you could use it on your bottom lashes without any issue if you wanted to, because it's tubing. Okay, so we're about done here. The last thing I do is my little lippies. And what I have been doing, and again, we can talk about what's coming down the pipeline, I've been testing a bunch of lip stains because I'm making a lip stain with Beaubble. So for the past year that Berry Freckle pen has been alive, people have been using it as a lip stain, a lip liner stain. And the formula is just so good for a lip liner stain. I have boogers. When were you guys gonna tell me? People have been using it for a lip liner stain. The color is so nice. It's awesome. Like, I've loved seeing people use this for all different types of things. So we thought, why not put this in a new component and make some different colors and see how it works as a lip stain. So my the products should be on their way to me like very, very soon. I'm so excited. And we'll be picking our testers just like we do with all of our products. So if you're interested in testing the product with me, keep an eye out on my community tab especially. So right now I'm testing the Saatchi Beauty lip liner stains. I have the shade Pink and Nude. I used the shade Nude yesterday and it didn't do anything for me. Like, my lips are already like fairly pigmented, so it just kind of looked like my natural lip color. So let's try the shade Pink today. And you want to put these on completely dry lips. This is like a peel off stain. I've seen a lot of people use this on their cheeks as well, and I'm like, I don't know about that, but maybe we'll try that sometime. I love the way that this comes out, but I hate the process. I would much rather have, and what we're creating is just like, put the stain down, blend it out, and boom, it's ready to go, then peeling it off. Like, it takes so much time, and you look crazy if you mess up. You have this big mess on your face. If you get some in your mouth, it looks like you've drank blood. Like, it's very messy. I just prefer like a typical stain. So I'm gonna have to be quiet while I'm doing this, because if I mess up, it's there for a long time. Okay, so I have to let my lips dry for a few minutes, and I really try not to put them together, because if I put them together, it'll never dry. Yeah, this is like too much for me. I love the way it turns out, but if I can get this look without doing this, that's what we're gonna try and do. Okay, I'll be back in 5 minutes. Okay, look at this. This is what I mean. This is disgusting. All this for what? Okay, so I peel it off. The problem is the middle of your lips, like, thumbnail. Ew, look at that. Oh my God, I gotta rinse right away. Like, I see girls doing this in their car, and I'm like, How? How? I'm gonna have to give myself a good toothbrushing. I'm gonna brush my teeth and come back. I'm sorry. Okay, we're back. That was all the work I had to do to get this color. Which, yeah, like, it's a nice-ish pink shade. But was it worth it? I don't think so. However, I'm testing a bunch. So, I also don't like, because I didn't get the corner here. See that? Like, I didn't get the corner because I didn't want it to, like, bleed, you know? And then when you get it in the middle here, that's when it gets in your mouth. But if I don't get it in here, then it looks like I have no, it's like this line of demarcation. Anyways, I'm gonna finish this off with the Topicals Slick Salve. I didn't really like this at first, and now I love it for daytime wear because it is the most shiny lip gloss I've ever tried. It is what I would call a lip gloss, like a sticky lip gloss, but it lasts literally all day. Like, I will put this on and my lips will still be sticky in hours time. Literally hours. Like, it just stays on. So for me, I like that, but I would never wear this at night because it has a little bit of a menthol feeling to it, and again, it is like quite sticky. But for daytime, if you want like a clear gloss to go over something, oh my god, this will last you forever. Like, I literally don't even bring it with me on the go because I'm like, okay, I applied it at home, now I don't have to worry about it for the next couple hours. And I already have some, like, I don't know, see how it's like not a really good line on my lip because the stain is just so messy. So anyways, I'm gonna get out of here because my lip stain samples just got delivered. Like, while I was brushing my teeth, I went to the door and got them, which is crazy because I just put this one on. However, oh my god, I'm so excited. So I'm gonna go play with my samples. I will film a lot of that so that you guys can see. Oh, I'm so excited. But I love you so much. I hope that this kind of gave you some insight into where I've been. I'm not gone for good, I promise. I've just been really busy. My body's been breaking me down, but I'm starting to feel better. Hopefully I'll stop having diarrhea soon. And I have more time to myself. I didn't even mention my nails. I had a collab with Quickies go live in June. This is one of them in the collection. It's my favorite. I've had these on for a full week, and look how good they look. I love them so much. So anyways, I'll link to my collaboration I did with Quickies down below. I'll link to all the products that I used in this down below, and if I have discount codes for any of them. I love you so freaking much, and I care about you, and I missed you, and I know you guys missed me too, and I will do my best to post on here as often as I can. I just can't give you a set schedule right now. So I love you. This was so fun, and I will see you guys. Oh, my light just died. I'll see you guys in the next one really soon.